Hello everybody, my name is Merc, playing more Elden Ring back in Round Table Hold. Just want to see if we can upgrade this seal that I have. We can, but we require some souls. We can't upgrade it fully because we need another stone. Oh, we can ask him, smithing Master Hugh, about Roderica.
The girl. What about her?
Would you watch over Roderica? What if we say nothing? Okay, then we just go back.
Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith?
I mean, neither of you have a choice, it seems.
Besides, she'd never agree to it.
Understood. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh no, did we just lose out on it? Okay, I gotta go talk to Roderica now. Hopefully we didn't just lose out on the opportunity. I imagine it can't be like that.
I suppose I should try and ask Master.
Yeah, okay. Ask Master Hugh, please. Please. Go ask him.
Back already, no matter.
Oh no, he doesn't... Did I just miss out on the opportunity to level up my spirit tuning capabilities for the rest of the game? It seems like that might be plausible here. I do have some things I could sell. Not enough, so we'll sell, I guess, one of these. I'm not gonna think too hard about what just happened. Apparently I'm not gonna say no to anyone just for fun anymore. We're leveling up the Clawmark Seal because we're gonna start using that with our incantations. I just want to figure out what hand we want to put it on. Probably on the left hand. I'm not really using my spirit tuning stuff anyway, so if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
I suppose I'll ask Master.
But hopefully I didn't just lock myself out of that happening. We're gonna go back to the lake-facing cliffs back at Liurnia, I believe it's called. And we're gonna start some more exploration this way. We could go back to Caelid, and I do think we are tuned enough to go there. It felt pretty comfortable when we were there, killing the magma worm and going to the minor Erdtree catacombs. But I want to see how this area fares versus my +7 battle axe. I believe it's still +7. Looks like there's an Everjail right here. Right there, in the center of the screen. Got a small encampment guarded by what appears to be commoners and Godric soldiers. But for now, I guess we're gonna hug the west coast and see what kind of damage we can do. I still find it very funny that I could have potentially went into the back of Stormvale Castle via this route. I almost imagine that the elevator just doesn't work if you end up going this way. Maybe I'll try that on my other character. Just getting a look as to what's going on over here. Can't tell much without a detailed map. Let's mount up. Ride along castle walls. For now. Found ourselves at a chapel. Another ruined chapel. Are they ruined due to time, or is someone coming and destroying every single chapel of the Erdtree? This is the Church of Erith. Does not appear to have a site of grace here, which is a little uncommon, but I guess the precedent has been set already. Let's see what this statue of America is going to give us. I imagine it's going to be a flask upgrade thing. Yeah, the Sacred Tear. Oh. Hello. Nice to see ya.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
What is a small donation? I mean, I don't have that many runes, so I'll give him 10.
Bless you. You're a true saint.
Let's not go that far.
My name is Topes.
Oops.
Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
Let's talk to Sorcerer Tops.
Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity.
Yeah, I gave you so many runes there.
I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit.
I would appreciate
The
that.
structure to the north, towering over the water.
Yes.
The Academy of Liurnia.
Okay, no, I don't see
They
it.
study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a Glintstone Key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning.
He just popped out. Does that mean he left temporarily on his own will, or was he forcibly removed? We can ask about the Glintstone Key and also about Selen. Let's ask about Selen first.
You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the Academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the Academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things.
Okay, we'll ask about the Glintstone Key.
Find yourself a Glintstone Key. Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra Glintstone Key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery. But still, my place is at the Academy.
Is he gonna say the same thing?
Without one, and you'll never...
Yeah. Okay. What sorceries does he have? Nothing fun. Glintstone Pebble. Glintstone Arc and Starlight. I don't think we've seen Starlight before. Creates a small floating starlight that illuminates surroundings, granted to sorcerers who depart from the Academy to embark on journeys, even during the blackest nights, sojourns underground, or imprisonment in jail. The stars are never far from a sorcerer's side. Okay. Once again, confirming my theory that sorceries come from the stars, space, extraterrestrial. So we could go forward, but I have an idea right now. Why don't we go talk to Selen? Just to see if she has anything to say about Mr. Tops. Tops? I don't know, they got a weird inflection to their names that I don't quite understand.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
She has nothing to say. I do notice both of them have a little necklace. I can't really see from this angle because she raised her hand. It's almost reminiscent of the necklaces that we can buy off the Twin Maiden husks back at the Round Table. They, those necklaces in particular, I'm assuming they're necklaces. They could just be pendants or charms or whatever, but the ones I'm thinking of are, they allow you to look like phantoms or to look like the host of fingers, which could just be gameplay items, or they could actually have some meaning on each of these characters, like maybe they are hiding their true forms from us with these pendants. I'm not sure I think Tops is doing anything wrong. I don't know if he's lying, basically, is what I'm saying there. Selen does seem like she's got a bit of a secret going on, especially when you consider the fact that if we go to the Witchbane Ruins over here, Sorceress Selen appears to be over here as well. Not quite sure what's going on with that just yet. That was the lady that we attacked when she was chained up. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that part that we attacked her. Nothing back here but an herba. Again, I'm just gonna follow this western cliff path. And again, this is definitely, like, without question, 100% where we started. So I imagine if we manage to kill the boss that was guarding the Statue of America there. I just realized the tapestry or whatever that's behind her kind of forms the infinity symbol. But yeah, if we killed that boss, we probably would have ended up over here, and then somehow a cutscene would have happened that brought us to the same location. Almost assuredly. I don't know how we're going to get back over there. Doesn't seem like there's an obvious path. There are some rocks along the ocean. Just looking at the gravestones, I thought I saw perhaps a man in a cloak, but my eyes were playing tricks on me. Oh, we have a path down. I guess that leads to the encampment. So before we go down there, let's check out what's up here. Mount up on the horse again. Just wanted to confirm that those indeed were row of fruit. Got a bit of a frame hitch there. So I do see some skeleton corpses hanging from the tree. One of them is equipped with a, or both of them seem to be equipped with a scythe, perhaps. So I imagine they're going to react as we get closer. Something reacted. Oh, okay. I think we have, oh, that did some significant damage. It was a big jump attack, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, this guy actually has a lot of HP. Let's back up, just so we don't have to worry about the caster as we fight this man. That was also pretty bad. I don't know if I want to heal just yet. I don't know how we dodged that. Figured going for 2 quick strikes was more, was a better plan than going for another jump heavy. No casting for you. Okay, you cast it, it's fine. Let's slay the skeleton, destroy its bones. Got our flask back. Love to get my flask back. A warming stone. So those stones heal you over time, I believe. Be nice to have more of those. I did change my spells a little bit. We do have the urgent heal spell, but I don't think healing is our issue at all. In fact, we don't really have an issue, but I do want to see what some of these abilities do. So I imagine Catch Flame. How much FP does this cost? I guess I can go look in the incantation list here. 10 FP, 11 FP, and 7. I also just want to use more of these spirits just to see how they battle. I assume, you know, they're just going to battle like the NPC versions, the enemy versions of themselves that we've encountered along the way. But it's a unique system, so I kind of want to at least play around with it a little bit. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on over here. More gravestones below. I almost have to imagine that beefy skeleton with the two-handed axe might be the only scary thing in this area. What happens if we drop down this way? Can we even do so safely? Looks like we can. What's going on? So we can, of course, fall down this way, go to the encampment. How close are we to the stone? Not close at all. It looks like it's probably going to be on the other side of that jail. The Ever Jail, if I have to imagine. We also got a bonfire going. I wonder if that's another merchant. Don't got a lot of souls, but we do have the opportunity to spend some, I suppose, with our consumable items. This area below looks rather large. It actually looks like a swamp to me. We got more of those poisonous creatures. The poison spewers. Oh, we do see an NPC now. We got a bit closer, and now he has, the entity has been spawned. Love the skybox in this game. This game looks stellar sometimes when it's not running at 30 frames a second. Looks like we're just wrapping around, not really doing anything here. On the other side of the church now. Let's go explore the gravestones, I suppose. Encounter some more skeletons. The more scythe wielders. There's another one. We got a blue item. Okay, good dodge. Less so that time. Or that time. Probably don't want to die to these skulls. I don't know why, but I want to go for this back one. Okay. Could have been a smoother encounter, but we succeeded. We got an Academy Scroll. Let's see the description of that. I think it's a key item. Give to a learned sorcerer. Great Glintstone Shard or Swift Glintstone Shard. Sorceries of the Academy. Raya Lucaria. I hope that's how you pronounce it. He just told me it, and I already seem to forget. I don't know if he's gonna take it.
Back to learn another. Wonderful. You're most welcome to any of my anemic little spells.
Anemic little spells. Okay, so he doesn't even want the book. He is such a pitiful sorcerer that he can't even comprehend what those spells can muster. So I guess we'll have to give that back to Sorceress Selin at some point. And I imagine that's all that there is in this gravestone, this graveyard section. So now we go down here. What do these messages contain? No message. They contain nothing of interest. Alright, I guess we're going forward. Be wary of beautiful. Yeah. There's a lot going on now. Looks like another divine tower to the north. Which potentially means that we might have another great lord coming up. It seems that this might be Raya Lucaria up ahead. A low model detail castle, but still looks pretty majestic nonetheless. Just want to check out the side here. I kind of imagine there's nothing. My suspicions have been confirmed. Not quite sure how we're ever going to get back to that beginner area. But there was like a locked door back there, so we almost assuredly do go back there at some point. It's almost like a Souls tradition that you go back to the starting area one way or another. Check this cliffside. There's probably not anything over here, just a view of the swamplands below. So I don't want to approach that one with the torch because I imagine he has a horn as well. Don't want to alert the whole dang camp. Why did it seem like that player ghost just fell from the sky? What are these enemies? They're actually not foot soldiers nor commoners. They appear to be a new type of enemy. They don't look that imposing. Can't believe there's no one on this side of the... There's a big old open hole in their fence and no one's checking, no one's keeping guard. Got another, a big poison spewer that is slowly moving. Some dead trees in the distance, got a blue light in the distance. As well as a site of grace at the merchant. That's cool. Lots of arrows trying to destroy the barricades. Looks like there's been a lot of battles here. This actually looks like it's not a Godric knight. He's wearing a different tabard. Similar shield though. Let's see how much damage he takes. Oh, he survived my jump heavy. Let's... Okay. Let's not change my talisman yet, which is what I was thinking. Got some... dude throwing glintstone shards at us. Foot soldier helmet. I thought we already fought, or there was already a unit named foot soldier. Foot soldier cap. Okay, so it's just different types of foot soldiers. A helmet with protective metal plate, widely issued to foot soldiers. What about that message that was rated? What about that message, though? No head-to-head. Now tied for best message yet. Get your votes in, people. I'm just kidding. Oh, geez, get your votes in, people. No head-to-head is now the best message we've ever made. Good job, folks. I had a feeling there was something in here. Smoldering Butterfly ×6. You know I'm appreciative of that. Give me them butterflies. Hi. You mind if I loot this? Looks like he does mind. Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook. So we might be able to use some of the glintstone we found in the mines prior now. Because we've not been able to use them just yet. The raw glintstone, that is. That was perfectly timed. I feel like if we were a little closer, we would have got hurt there. We got a foot soldier tabard. I imagine not a whole lot of useful information going to come out of that one. Chain draped tabard is what we got from the previous foot soldiers. Padded cloth armor with more than a few stains, widely issued. So it's just like a worse version of the chainmail. I have to imagine. I didn't actually look at the stats. Although the way armor usually works in these games is a bit of a trade-off one way or the other. Your heavy armor is weaker to magic, and then lighter armor is better versus magic, generally. So yeah, this is definitely a different type of tabard. Since we have a moment. It seems like there's 2 birds. You think if I jump, this man's gonna turn around? Probably. I was thinking maybe we should put the jump charm back on. But I have a feeling if I do that, I'm gonna have to change my armor a bit. Yeah, we'll be at a heavy load if we do this. What if we take off this one? We'll be at a medium load. We're losing HP and stamina if we do this. And of course, quick load. I kind of like the loadout that we got, including the imp head. I'm just reading. I think Godwyn is maybe the firstborn son of Godfrey, who was the first Elden Lord. That seems to go with my notes. Godfrey being the first Elden Lord. So yeah, we ended up switching for the jump heavy attack, or our jump attacks being boosted. Our HP and stamina is not bad enough that I feel like we need the Erdtree's favor necessarily. Might be time to mount back up, but before we do so, do we see anything else along the cliffside? Of course not. Do you see like a little bit of a chunk taken out of the mountain there? I don't know if that means that there's something down there, or if it's just some set dressing making the area look a little more interesting. We are now near the swamp. Guess we're not going to mount up. We'll just run to the site of grace here. We'll tap that. And then we'll talk to this Mr. Merchant Man here.
You're new around here.
It's true.
Surprised you found me in my little nook.
I mean, it's not that hard to find.
No matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's.
Kind of out in the open. I see your fire.
You take a look at my wares. Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Okay, Patches. Alright, another lantern. We already have one of these, so there's no reason to buy another. Looks like we can't even buy another. We can buy some smithing stones again. Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 11. Crystal Dart, Spellproof, Dry Deliver, Shatter, Shard, Arrow. As well as an S-Stock. I don't believe we have an S-Stock yet. Astrologer Hood. Actually, the Astrologer set is being sold here. As well as a Kite Shield. Do we have just a standard Kite Shield? I don't know if we do. Oh, Astrologer's Staff requires 16 intellect to use. Quite a number of things here I'm interested in. For now, I think we just buy the cookbook And maybe I'll come back here on my own time and see if I want to buy all the rest of this stuff. We'll buy an arrow for fun. Is there anything I want to sell? Probably not. It would just be armor, if that, and I don't think we really need to. I think I already did, in fact, at the start of this episode. So yeah, let's check out those new crafting recipes that we have. The key items, I don't even remember. So is the Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook that can make cuckoo glintstones, as well as Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 11. Yes, Crystal Dart, Spellproof, Dried Liver, Shatter, Shard, Arrow. So there's the Spellproof, Dried Liver. Man, we're getting a lot of message appraisals today. Temporarily boost magic damage negation. Blue medicinal solution. Nothing else too interesting there. We got Crystal Darts, throwing knife chiseled from impure crystal, consumes FP and deals magic damage. Long ago, it is said that a golem crafter employed a similar tool and requires cracked crystals to craft. Okay, we can also make cuckoo glintstones. We need crystal buds, widely found in Liurnia Lake, which might be that swamp to our right. Lump of broken glintstone and wreathed with magic power, a faux sorcery used by the Knights of Cuckoo. Launch straight ahead using FP, magic bolt springs forth from the point of impact. Shatter, Shard, Arrow are also new. Arrow whittled from animal bones tipped with a shard of crystal creates a resonating noise. Just trying to see what kind of... It seems like they do standard damage, or perhaps even less damage. Yeah, less damage than a normal bone arrow, but it creates a sound which I imagine attracts enemies if you want to do some stealth techniques. Lots of fireflies here. I imagine we can't loot them. Thought I heard something like twinkling, but I don't know. Assuming it's not anything over here, but now I have to check since there's a little bit of a hole in the wall. Yeah, nothing over here. Might be able to climb up those gravestones if we try hard enough with Torrent, but I think I'm going to not do that. Maybe we hear these lanterns? No, the lanterns appear to be, I want to say mundane, but the fact that they're blue implies magic to me. So perhaps they are arcane. Tried to loot that firefly on the ground, but wasn't happening. Yeah, I hear like a weird twinkling, but it's not the twinkling of a scarab. I think I saw a player ghost up there. Appears just to be some ambiance of the swamp, perhaps. So now we got an interesting question. How do we want to approach this swamp? Actually, we're very close to the map now, so maybe we just continue going along the left side of this cliffside here. Get that map going before we venture too deep. Is that a turtle? No, that is a creature. And by creature, I mean a weird humanoid who is slunched over. Hunched over? There indeed is our Steely of Revealing, as I'm calling them. I mean, the game calls them Steelies. Just add the little superfluous end to the title. We got a Spirit Spring over there, in case we want to jump up the cliff. We could do that, go get that item that we saw above the merchant on one of the hanging gravestones. Just climbing some ruins. How am I already lost? That's a thought that I just had. Is like, are we lost already? No, we're not, but sort of. I was just looking for this man again. He's got 2 sets of arms, it looks like. Let's go fight him. See what the heck this creature is all about. In fact, there's more than one. What if we do this? I did some decent damage. We are using the seal that scales with strength. It probably is not going to scale all that amazingly, but it will. Let's see about this sling, perhaps. The bestial sling. These creatures are a bit craven, it seems. They just kind of lunged at me. Okay, the sling is quick, but doesn't seem to do crazy damage. Can I multicast it? I can. Actually, we should probably read up on the spells just to see what if we can hold or whatnot. Incantation could be cast without delay for the catch flame. We can charge the flame sling, make our fireballs even stronger. And bestial sling we can cast without delay. Alright. So maybe we can make that work mid-combo at some point. Map ahead indeed. So we're gonna go get said map. It's guarded by more of these creatures, as I've been calling them. The swamp folk. Liurnian swamp folk. Looks like they're all caught by attention now. Okay, I was hoping it would one-shot these creatures, but it did not. I don't know if that was a full charge. Kind of seemed like it. Get this map. Map of Liurnia East. This is Eastern Liurnia? Oh, it goes west. It goes... I did not expect it to go that far west. Holy crap, it went so far north. What's this? It's like a volcano over here. Kind of minor Erd tree, I imagine. Is this another finger reader? Yes, it is. You know it. You know it to be true. Oh my gosh. So is this the Everjail, I think? So there's a whole eastern path that we could have been taking this whole time. That goes north. This is the Divine Tower. I'm trying to see if this banner would say anything. But it is not. This could be another Everjail. Could be another volcano / mine, I suppose. And then a structure, which I imagine maybe leads to Raya Lucaria. There's also appears to be a path in this mountain that leads maybe into this canyon. I would imagine this is a church right here. Speaking of, we probably should try to upgrade our flask at some point, but you know me, I'm not going to sit down until we need to. Jeez, I was not expecting such a large area being unveiled. This game, stay with me, is huge. It does look like there's a little bit of a pathing that goes down into here, but that is just like some collapsed rubble. So I don't actually think that is the case. And the way we explored, to me, suggests that there's not even anything over here. So if we do make it back to this beginning area, it might be via underground transit. You heard me, folks. It's going to be by a subway. That's a joke, of course, but I do think we need to probably travel underground. I imagine these glintstone crystals... Oh, I was going to say it cannot be destroyed. And I was proven wrong literally immediately. Oh yeah, we can also read the description of that map that we collected. Map of Liurnia's eastern region. The majority of Liurnia, known for its vast forests and ever-present fog, is sinking into a lake. The eastern coast is home to a high road running north and south. Oh, we did find a glintstone firefly. Not quite sure why. And also, we can't destroy this crystal. Also, not sure why. I guess just because it's larger. Let's do something a little unlike my style of exploration. I'm gonna jump up this spirit spring. I guess it's not that unlike my style, because I like to jump up and get a view of the area. I mostly just wanted to see if that Everjail was indeed what I thought it was. Seems I'm correct. It looks like we're safe up here. Just some goats. We got the entirety of Liurnia East in front of us. Gorgeous view. Well, except for the fog, but yeah, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna dissect this area because it's huge. Oh, this looks like that crystal bud is what we need to make those new type of sorcery stones. I don't remember what they were. I think they're maybe cuckoo stones. So of course we could fight this boss right here. Is that the play? Is that the plan? Maybe we'll do that closer to the end of the episode. I think right now I'm going to continue searching the swamp for the moment. I don't feel totally comfortable doing this, but I think that is the plan. I almost wonder if we could get down here from the Site of Grace. Also, it looks like there's like a path along this eastern coast, so maybe that's how we'll approach this area. We'll wrap around and then check these ruins maybe, and then go back into the swamp. Or maybe we'll just go along the high road, I guess, and check the swamp at a later date. I don't know, enough theory crafting. We're at the Malefactor's Ever Jail. Keep that one in mind. Let's get this item below. Almost missed it. What is this item? A sacrificial twig. Not the most useful of items. They are expensive if I want to buy more, but we're not even really using them to full effect. Alright, so I think I decided we're going to wrap around the eastern coast of this lake. We don't need to mess with these creatures. I imagine they're not going to drop anything fun. They are stronger. Quite a bit stronger than the other ones we've been facing. Maybe it's the magic of Liurnia empowering them. Or maybe it's just because the game developers wanted a bit more of a challenge at this point in the game, which seems a bit more plausible to me. Two heavy attacks is enough to deal with these gross abominations. Now we're a bit below that encampment. I doubt there's anything up here, but I want to see with my own two eyes. Got more spirit jellyfish blowing in the wind. I do realize now, or I'm thinking to myself, that we're not really going to be using much of the spirit tuners anyway, now that we have some spells to play with. I want to see how this catch flame works. I imagine it's going to work like combustion of Dark Souls 1, I'm assuming 2 and 3, I don't even remember. It's got to be in 2 and 3 as well. I definitely liked finding uses for combustion, even though it's like the weakest of all the pyromancy skills. Found ourselves at a bat hangout. Did some decent damage. Why did the bat have like a peck attack? It's like almost the exact same animation as the bird. Birds, the Warhawks, Stormhawks of Stormvale. Might as well drink up. Maybe we'll get a flask back next time we clear out something. We are just kind of traveling along the cliffside here. Arteria leaf spawn. It's good to know, I guess. Almost imagine there's a cave below. Oh, hello. Test out this combustion, perhaps. Okay. That went pretty much as I expected. We are now out of FP, so we might as well switch back to the turtle shield. I did, as you may recall, I mentioned that I got rid of a number of my equipment, like my weapons and whatnot, from my bag, put it into my chest at the Site of Grace. I did keep the sacrificial axe, the axe that gives us FP back on kills. Actually, now that I think about it, we might be able to put the sacrificial axe on our left hand and just kill things with our good weapons and get some FP back if we're ever really hurting for more FP. That is an idea. I'm a little disappointed at what we're finding so far, and that being nothing really. We're not finding anything. Hopefully there's no more items along those gravestones above. I suppose when we go up there we'll have a look down and see. We are sort of making our way over there. I do think that there's got to be something that these spirit jellyfish are guarding the back area of that crevasse. It's rather dark here. It is nighttime and it's foggy in Liurnia. As mentioned by the map, we got ourselves another spirit spring. I guess we'll jump up here again, since that is what I do. Oh, we found ourselves at a Site of Grace. I suppose we'll touch it. There's no real reason not to. What is with this balloon? Appears to be powered up by some arcane magic, perhaps. Touched Grace. Got a patrol squad over there. Let's go back down. Assuming I find this spirit spring again. Directly in front of us. We'll go back down. And then we're going to go into the swamp. Once more. We definitely explored this rock outcropping here, but we did not see these creatures. I was trying to get a twofer right there. The old twofer. That time it sort of happened, but it wasn't a full charge, so the first one survived. Got some eerie battle music in Liurnia. There's no real reason to kill these things. They're not even dropping anything. Just kind of assume they might be guarding something. Doesn't appear that that was the case, though. And yet here we go again. Got ourselves a dog here. A good boy. Or girl. I guess that means we're pretty much, like, this area doesn't look like it's got a whole lot going on, so I think we just go towards this spirit jellyfish now. Cave ahead. Hey, I called it. I don't know if I should or shouldn't be attacking these spirit jellyfish, but that's what's happening. More mushrooms. Just ensuring there's nothing left over here. Oh, there was indeed a crystal bud. Should be on the lookout for those since we have not seen them until this episode. Alright, it's time to explore a cave. Let's turn on the lantern. We might take off the torch out of our equipment, assuming we ever find ourselves really hurting for equip load. Because with this lantern, it's okay. Be wary of poison, try range battle. First off, I want to go home, so to speak. I want to go home. Oh, I want to go home. Oh, I see why people are talking about poison in ranged battle. I mean, I'm not too worried about these things. I still don't know what examining these statues do. I guess if I had the furl finger or whatever, if I use the item so I can see signs, maybe you also have to touch the statue to actually see them. Crystal cave moss, that's new. Loot this cave moss and then read about the crystal cave moss. Gives off pale light in dark caves. Faintly luminescent moss that grows in dark caves laced with fine crystals. Among the mosses, it possesses unique medicinal properties. Okay. So we cannot use them in crafting just yet. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, it's a fungus thing. Something that's been in this cave for far too long. So that's worrying. If it was just the flower, I wouldn't be too upset. It looks like we're gonna have to fight this thing as the flower gets attracted. It potentially tries to burn us with light from heaven. Okay, so I wasn't sure if this bat would react. Definitely did. So this is a poison caster, it seems. Dies pretty quickly. As expected. The Miranda flowers are aware of our presence. I think I'm gonna jump down when it's safe. Especially if this flower casts upon us. I would appreciate some FP now, so we can use some... We're at a heavy load if we do that. So maybe we bust out the torch anyway. It is upgraded, so if I want to try to melee it, it's a bit more of a possibility. Oh. More mushroom people have arrived. I don't know if the Miranda flower is like slowly turning at me, if it has to look at me in order to cast things. Seems the mushroom people decided that they didn't find anything. Yeah, I can see why people are not happy with this area. Let's go in here. Just because I imagine this is a bit of a dead end. Ooh. Budding cave moss, that's new. Maybe I'm incorrect and this is not a dead end at all. This is the way back up if we fell, perhaps. Let's read about the budding cave moss. Faintly luminescent, speckled with tiny yellow flowers, primarily used in perfumes. A lot of talk of perfumes in this game from various items. I knew there was no way you could just loot those items for free. We should actually make some fire pots. Oh. The heck? These bats are poison too? The bats are poison too! Rude. Okay. Definitely put on some cave boluses. Neutralizing boluses. Craft a bunch of those. Put those on as well. Would be a little more... I wouldn't say stringent. Stingy with our uses of them though. Look at them go. Oh, that's a new type of bat. That actually might be the... Looks like the bat that was singing long ago at the Weeping Peninsula. Oh, it's in poison. It's in poison. I'm heavy loaded as well. And we need to soap. We need to soap. We need to soap. Or we're gonna get poisoned. That's our last soap. Ooh. I don't even know if we needed to. Oh, because we didn't, because we already got poisoned. Jeez. Can we make more soap easily? Excuse me. Still a little sick. Are we gonna have to put soap on our hot bar as well? Kind of seems that way. Let's do this, then this, then this. Looks like a good setup for now. Jeez. Extremely rude and gross of you to do that. Yeah, get staggered. As I waste all my boluses curing myself of minor damage. Might as well make some more of these too. We have a lot of the materials we need, so. Alright, golden rune. Serpent arrow, that's new. Serpent arrow. Arrow carved to resemble a flying snake, used in tandem with serpent bow. Loyal minions of the formless serpents, their fangs are daubed with deadly poison. The sage set. Sage hood, robe, and trousers. Not necessarily gloves. Let's read about those, I suppose. Burgundy pointed hood. Attire of the wise sages who were deemed heretical. Evidence that the wearer was driven from town. Okay. Some brief lore. Looks like this was the dead end that I thought it was. Oh, hello. We are at full flasks. We definitely don't want to fall down there now that I know that everything in this dang place is poison. I imagine if I want to clear this area out, though, I'm just going to commit to the poison and try to heal through it. Man, these flowers are like rubbing their pollen together. That's rather lewd. I think we're watching something we probably shouldn't be. It seems like if we fall, there's no easy way back up. So we're going to avoid falling for as long as possible. Some more bats. I wasn't even looking at my HP. We're poisoned too. This area is gonna suck. It's funny, I was talking to myself, like, thinking to myself at the start of the episode, I don't know how tough this section will be, Liurnia. Seems we found the tough part in Stillwater Cave. I don't know if this lantern is perhaps alerting creatures of our presence a little bit earlier. But I think it helps the viewing experience enough that I'm just gonna keep it on. Okay, so thankfully we don't need to go to that side cave. Across the way. We got a toxic mushroom out of that man. Poisoned it yet again. Try to avoid staying poisoned as long as possible. I guess we can get back up this way if we really want to jump down here. I don't, for the record. Say I want to be a bit more frugal with my fire bombs, but this seems like the time to use them. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I don't even want to go down there. Just yet, anyway. I mean, I don't want to go down, period, but we probably will get those items below. Okay, this time we're taking out this dude first. I'd rather deal with 3 bats without dealing with the poison caster. Is it 3 bats? Or is it just 2? Oh, it is 3. Okay. Use a bit of cover to our advantage. Golden Rune 4. These are some tanky bats. Got our runes back. Glowstone trap, per usual. The mushroom folk saw me. Let's jump across. Grab more cave moss. I don't know why I did that, because it's definitely just going to keep casting. Time for poison. It hasn't been time for poison yet. I feel like it's been poison time this whole dang time. Okay, I don't like you. You don't like me, I don't like you. Oh, it leaves a lingering spot. That poison spell that they cast, that's why we got poisoned so quickly there. Does seem like they're weak to fire. Definitely need to go hunting down for more smoldering butterflies. Looks like we might not have a choice in getting poisoned here. Actually, no, there's a bit of a pathway. Why are they all peering into the ooze? Also, if we go down there, it doesn't look like... Actually, we might be able to get back up this way. Natural poison bloom spawn. Question is, do we go back and we fight all this crap down here? I don't really want to. I think we might, though. How many flowers are we dealing with here? Just thinking to myself what our strat is. We are a little bit drenched of poison, so we're still ticking up even though we're out of the still water. We're ticking up a lot. I don't even see poison on us. Like, I'm looking. I thought I saw some on our feet before. Is it seriously going to tick us up full because we're not using soap? Rude and bad and dumb. Can I use another one to make it go down even more? Yeah, okay. Okay. Jeez, now I'm pulling out all the stops. I think we're gonna make some more fire grease. Use up some of these bad boys. And go ham on this friggin' plant. I'm just kind of standing outside. Oh my god, I almost died there. Standing outside the poison. Crept up a little bit. Did get the stagger. I imagine you have to get to the top of the flower to make a critical attack happen there. It kind of collapses in the flower. The flower presents itself, I guess. I'd never even seen that attack before. It did like melee spam. Probably don't want to roll in this poison. It's a thought that I had. I imagine that might make it so it's a little more likely that you get covered in the crap. But at this point, we're getting poisoned no matter what. Just watch our HP. We can deal with being poisoned. We need to ensure our HP is fine. I don't know if these things can even cast beams of light from heaven. It doesn't seem like it. Maybe because we're inside a cave. Watch the HP. I don't want to get meleeed by this thing. The fact that we still have not seen beams of light from heaven kind of supports my theory. I don't know if I want to bother with curing myself of the poison. Okay, that's one. This is just wasting our flasks, but it is what it is. I want to clear out this area as I do. Not going to use the fire pot there. Hit the big burst. When you're already poisoned, though, what does the big burst even matter? Maybe I should switch my trinket to the charge attack trinket as opposed to the jump attack one. Probably doesn't matter all that much. Alright, still poisoned. It's the last of the large Miranda flowers we've seen. I can't believe this thing survives. Kinda wanna drink up in case this thing tries to melee us. Now we definitely drink up. Yeah. Knew that was coming. It's not even anything over here but some friggin' poison blooms. Okay. Let's get the heck out of this poison crap. Now that we're like 20 flasks down. And then we will use a neutralizing bolus. So yeah, that area is just there, so if you follow the platforming, you suffer. Probably missed a poison flower or something, but I'm not worried about any of that. There is an item over there we could get. I imagine it's just a poison bloom or something. We'll go get it though. Called it. Alright. So now that we only have 3 flasks, let's hopefully get some back from these mushroom folk ahead. Try stealth. I mean, I tried stealth. Excuse me. Apologies. I should drink some water while we have the opportunity. All right. Let's get some cover. Since the one that is standing is now approaching us. Looks like he's actually getting body blocked by his pal there. Rude. Rude and unkind. Okay. Wait, you're still alive? I guess because I didn't get the jump or stealth attack bonus. Boss ahead, try skeleton. Well, we are really hurting on HP. Just gonna use the soap here. Since the soap reagents, the materials needed are quite a bit easier to find than all the things we require to make neutralizing boluses. Hopefully we're not gonna fight in a poison arena in a moment. We do have our FP back. So maybe we'll consider using some of those. should also use this Clean Rot Knight. I use my Wondrous Flask there. Okay, it has a guard attack. Look at the arena some more, get some more space. Okay, that's a unique spell. Just did like a flurry stab attack, but it wasn't enough. We're doing significant damage versus it. And it is staggering. Staggering quite a bit. Could not stand up to our axe, the Winged Sword Insignia. Insignia. Is it not one of these? It is not. I guess there's like weapon, like specific weapon talismans, and then there's like weapon class talismans. They do seem to have like sectioned off categories for whatever reason. Raises attack power with successive attacks. A talisman depicting a raised prosthetic blade. An honor bestowed upon the knights who fought alongside Liurnia the Severed. Raises attack power with successive attacks. The wings symbolized Liurnia and her undefeated prowess. Though she never knew relief from the accursed rot she was born into, her blade was forever beautiful and relentless. Liurnia is a name I've heard before. I don't know if I've heard it in the game yet. I've definitely seen people talk about her, so we will encounter her later, I'm sure. And there's nothing here. Clean Rot Knight. Is that the name of it? Already forgot. Let's go back to the entrance. Get our flasks back up. Maybe we'll sit down and see if we can use that sacred tear as well. And then never think of this cave ever again, because this place sucked. We need 3 golden seeds, but we can just upgrade how much we heal with 1 sacred tear. I don't even know if our thing helped at all, our wondrous physic flask. Maybe we should change out the charge attack thing. We're not going for like crazy charge attack bonuses anymore. Strength just increases our damage, so that might be a good compromise, I guess, is what I'm looking for there. HP over time seems good too. This also could be pretty good. Opaline Bolt here. I think it reduces 1 attack significantly, but that probably don't want to get hit in the first place, so we'll switch it up. In fact, I want to see how much it increases our strength by. I imagine 5 is what I'm going to guess here. It doesn't actually appear on our status screen, it seems. Oh, because we didn't chug it? Why can't we just repeatedly chug this thing? It seems like it's not working. What if we stand outside? What? It says we have 1 still, though. I'm so confused. What the heck just happened? Okay, it increases our strength by 10. So that's significant. We have 344 damage total now. But why? What happened there? I was like chugging like a madman and it wasn't going down, and it wasn't giving us the spell either. Maybe if you stand next to a site of grace, it just doesn't work to prevent like chugging and then fighting something and getting like unlimited flasks. But you could do that anyway. I don't know. That seems odd. It seems it's daytime and these spirit jellyfish are out and about. I wasn't sure if they only spawned at night in certain locations or something. I think we're gonna call this an episode. I thought we sat down. Oh, was I chugging the wrong thing? I'm so confused. Oh, okay, that's what happened. I was holding triangle and then pressing square, once again using my PlayStation controller buttons. So apparently you can use your, whatever you have equipped on your item bar while you hold triangle into the sub menu here. So I was just chugging my flasks and then being confused. That's very funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down, call this an episode, maybe have something to eat, and maybe play some more, we'll see. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I very much appreciate it. If you click the like button, so does Prattling Pate. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, folks.